Alrighty then. The next night arrives. You can all take down a blood point and happily wake up. Apparently you haven't been killed yet.
Yay.
Is Rydal here?
Yeah. He just pacing back and forth, bleary-eyed, clutching a FAMAS.
Have you been watching over me?
He gives you a dirty, dirty look, like, shut your mouth, bitch.
I look as if, like, completely like, oh my god, he did it!
Senpai noticed me!
Yeah.
Fuck. Jesus Christ,
Expected me.
Jackalord. Motherfucker. Oh my fucking god, let me look up Fanatic. Regain a point of willpower whenever you accomplish some task that directly relates to your cause. Okay, you can probably make an argument for that at the end of the session. Riddle. You know, after you wake, pokes, prods, steel, kicks him in the shin. Or Kevin rather. No reaction. God damn it. I need to get some fucking sleep.
Whatever you wish.
Alright, guess we'll come back to the school as soon as he can.
So, Kevin's faith does not help him here. So, you know, for healing that Holocaust wound, I'm gonna say it cost him 5 faith total. So he's currently at 4. Let's go with that. And Mark is heading back to school, right? What about
Wait,
Connor?
my faith shouldn't have like wavered or something.
You are in torpor.
Massive.
You are not alive right now, essentially. Torpor lamps do not add fate, otherwise you could just stack them up somewhere. Okay,
Worshipping me.
this is my faith battery. Don't let any blood get in this room or we might have a problem.
It's like, it looks like a regular massive battery for some reason. Someone opens the hatch at the top, tons of vampire bodies in it.
Just desiccated upon desiccated corpses. Okay, let's just let the tyrant have his fetishes. Slowly close the hatch.
Yeah, Connor will also go to school.
Okay, you all arrive at the school. There's loud cursing from below. It's not Riadal, it's a female voice.
I could tell.
Yeah, it's accompanied by the occasional banging.
Yep, ignore it for now. Go check on Riadal and the others.
He's curled up in a corner. Dwayne, what are you doing? Watching over him? Have you gone somewhere?
Yes. I just stayed there watching over him, making sure nobody, you know, gets close to him, except for, you know, Marcus, because Marcus is a valued servant.
Are
Them-
you gonna go walk over next to Dwayne, tap him on the shoulder, point at Kevin?
You just notice Riadal slowly raising one middle finger towards you for like 3 seconds, then lowering his hand again.
Wait, to me or to
to anyone that's disturbing his sleep currently in general.
That's why I tapped Wayne on the shoulder.
Jesus Christ, what is that loud smashing?
My pen fell out of my hand. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. That's why I rolled an alertness roll. Apparently he's a light sleeper. At least when he's just falling asleep.
That's his own damn fault. I'm trying not to disturb him.
Uh-huh.
Didn't even say a word.
Neither did he. So, you nodded at Kevin.
You nodded at me.
Dwayne. Oh, Jesus Christ. Keegan wrote that whole fucking article about Jackalore.
Am I fucking out
Where?
seriously?
Where? Show it.
So I want to see it.
Private messages?
Know where it is.
I want to read it.
Oh my god, the salt. I'll deal with that later.
I mean,
Oy, 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 oy.
people don't understand. They might have a betrayer, so what? This is not Dungeons and Dragons, you're not heroes. Deal with it.
That's a situation for separate time. Jackalore,
Mhm.
what do you do?
I
the-
mean, I'm still watching over it, but
I just
prob-
tapped you on the shoulder, pointed at Kevin.
Oh,
For fuck's sake, Jackalore.
I'm just going to go over to Kevin and like pick him up. I guess I can't actually pick him up, can I?
You have enough strength to do that.
I don't have enough strength to do that.
Riadal just mutters. If my parents come looking for me, I'm not here.
Oh, why is Kevin missing on the quit shoot? Fuck.
Also, pillow
I
would
don't
be
know what to do,
nice.
Kevin.
Dwayne, your master asks for a pillow.
Yeah, I'm just going
I
to.
am busy with Dwayne right now. Can
Yeah.
we get through with figuring out what's with Kevin? Would Dwayne actually be willing to, do anything here?
I mean, I can try to figure out. I already rolled for that though, so. I mean, unless you want me to roll perception or cult.
No, that's not the point. Is he awake? Is he not?
Fuck, yeah, he's not awake.
Can you actually tell that to my character? Or does my character need to go and slam his face into the desk?
No, you don't need to do that.
Converts
Yeah.
are the
Kevin's
worst,
not-
Marcus. Converts are the worst.
Kevin, it's in a soft voice. Kevin is not awake. I kick.
Marcus will shake his
Kevin.
head up and down.
I'll kick Kevin, to show that he's not awake.
Kick him in the nuts. It should be enough to show.
Marcus
Okay.
just shakes his head up and down, walks out of the classroom.
It's not a classroom, it's a
Congratulations.
basement. But yeah.
Ah, it's the basement. Whatever.
Well, a
out
basement.
of it.
There are several basement rooms.
Yep. So the first things first, go check on the other demon.
Yeah, she's now loudly cursing something about regulations on chemicals and purchases. Motherfucking government might as well take our fucking guns. What, we can't even use gunpowder now? What the fuck is it with this shit? Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking savages. What is this bullshit? Can't even get the most basic of materials. How am I supposed to work under these conditions?
As an American, I suddenly feel very, very disappointed in her knowledge. I can get gunpowder in the Walmart, you asshole!
I think we said that that bullshit regulation that took the guns away was passed, and mostly everyone's riding on everything they managed to hide.
Oh, good to know.
But yeah,
Oh.
if we were playing the way it's actually is, fuck yes.
Oh yeah. She would be like, "This is heaven." Away from heaven.
No, not just on gunpowder. She wants more exotic shit too. She's just using that as an example of the most like primitive things.
I mean, she needs like a chunk of plutonium.
Shush.
Whatever.
We don't talk about that project.
Alright. I'm gonna presume that we'll be able to help with the one problem. Hey, would it be possible to see about making something go boom? No, an explosive? Probably, based on motion or something happening in a room.
She just starts nodding.
Wanna
Okay,
slay
okay,
something.
good. I'm gonna need a chunk of uranium about yay by yay big.
I don't know of anywhere nearby that could possibly get uranium. Is there anything less powerful we could go for? Even more of it, though?
But I thought you wanted that actual boom, not just a fucking suggestion.
I love this chick. Oh, she's glorious.
Well, I'd rather have more of what you would term a suggestion, apparently, than a boom. Not really intending to try and cause any tears in, reality or anything.
That's not how you win a war.
Well, we're having battles. The war was usually won without the boom. Although sometimes it was won with.
She just
We're going back.
rifles around on the table, and while you're continuing to talk, just starts scribbling out a list. There's off a piece. Get me this.
Paper. Looks at it.
Most of it is essentially various household chemicals, stuff that you can get. If she's not that good at the sciencey stuff, it might go boom, but without meaning to. But essentially, it's your character wouldn't necessarily know, but in practice, it's stuff that you can easily get, and something that like a chemistry teacher might be able to come up with, kind of list.
It's not like I did research on this subject at one point, right?
Yeah. I assume it's relatively easy to build a bomb if you have some idea what you're doing. It's just a question of
Totally.
efficiency.
Yep. In theory, you could do it with a bunch of soap, even, because there's certain chemicals in there, and then you just need a bit of a chemical. But it would take a lot of time to extract the correct things from it. So it would take some more than just that to really do it quickly.
Yeah. There's some other stuff like ethanol for burners, that kind of stuff. And essentially, then there's stuff like a couple of metals and glass. And that stuff is just listed by weight.
Yeah.
Wait, how quickly do you need this?
Whenever it's really going to be available. Preferably a couple days. But
Nobody's willing to invest in actual art. Fine, you'll have your boom.
She just, amusing and great as a character. It's
As
like,
you start going up the stairs, the door just clangs open behind you, and completely ignoring she just goes screaming, "Kevin!"
do you wish to break the news to her?
She'll find out.
Wow, you can't.
Wow. Wow.
Besides, maybe she won't find out. Depends if she ever gets out of there.
She probably won't give enough shits to find him.
You know, there were a couple of wrappers from burgers and a couple of those plastic cups of soda in there. Her going out of there might not be a very often thing when she has a choice.
Yeah, I kind of figured. So, next up, call up the werewolves.
Hello.
Hello. One of our men are currently down by some kind of mystical thing. You guys have any options to try and deal with that? Apparently, what we have isn't gonna work.
Yes. Maybe.
Okay. Willing to give it a try?
Have to ask Alpha.
Alright, call me back when we got an idea there. Done.
Yeah, he hangs up.
Alright, I go back up. Alright, what do people need here?
Connor was coming over as well, actually. What is Connor doing while Marcus is connecting with everyone?
Probably just keeping an eye on the two bodies that they brought. Making sure that they are still there and not moving.
Okay, then you're in the same room as Dwayne. And they slowly falling asleep demon. Okay. So you're doing that for now.
I'm going to just go and hunt myself for a little while.
Are you gonna go and talk to your cult people?
Yeah, I'm doing my usual kind of hunting. You know, really more of a mix of convincing more people to the cult and hunting at the same time. Actually, maybe I'll just focus on the cult. I have
Remember that they did ask you to let them bring people to you instead of you know, cornering people in dark alleys, because that kind of puts them on the spot where, you know, they kind of feel like you're just gonna grab them and hurt them if they don't say yes.
Yeah, okay. I'll just focus on doing the herd and see if anyone would be willing to, you know, give some blood.
Yeah, you can find certainly enough people to, taking one from each, get like 4 or 5 points.
Sure.
And I actually gonna want 2 rolls from you. The first one is for recruiting. That one's gonna be charisma, empathy, or charisma expression.
Empathy's far better.
Mm-hmm. And that one's gonna be at 6. Because there's people willing to listen, and, you know, those bodies that were found, it's not in the official report, but news have spread to a couple of people that those are kind of deformed, and that it might have been that cult. You know, and that monsters are back, and it's happening again, and someone needs to save them. You know.
Yay.
What you might expect after creatures like that get found.
And yay, mask applies.
Yes, it does.
See, not everything went to shit.
7 successes.
Okay. Excellent. Then I'm gonna say that, actually, before we do that, let's see how you do on the other one. This is gonna be Manipulation Occult at 9, but this one you can't botch. This one is essentially to counter the Earthbound's recruitment efforts, and it's gonna be rolled against its hidden roll to keep, reeling more people in.
Okay. We're starting to get big enough that we're going against each other.
No, it's more that you have made an effort to spread the truth about it and spin it in a, oh, he's actually a monster kind of way.
He's masquerading.
So, yeah, you're making an effort.
9, but no botching.
Yeah, you're essentially making an effort to counter him, and this is accounting for that. The difficulty would go down as you kept doing that, essentially.
Alright. So, for this initial thing, boy, I'm spending a lot of willpower, but I really want this to go well, so I will spend a willpower point on it.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 9?
Yes.
That would
Okay.
be 2 successes, presuming that both either my specialty in demon kind would apply, or my smooth talker would apply.
Didn't you also spend
Demon
a
kind
power
would apply better,
Okay.
so it would be 3. Okay. In that case, yeah, some of the people you're talking to are actually a couple of the dudes with those, gnarly symbols.
I'm
And,
starting to recruit the enemy. Fuck yeah.
well, it's not so much that they are, you don't get the feeling that they are recruited, but more so that, they were on their way somewhere else and they might not go to that place tonight anymore.
I mean, it's a perfect way to ambush a house again.
Actually, would that be wrong? Does the mask apply to that or not?
This is to a greater extent more about you indirectly manipulating the rumors that are traveling through
okay.
town, so
So
no.
It's more of just indirect. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, definitely wouldn't apply then.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
about manipulating the community as a whole. But, your herd rating is gonna stay at 3, but it's essentially gonna transform into 1 dot of cult at this point. Because I think there's enough people and you've done enough to get a critical mass for a small cult.
Yes. Guys, I got the cult going.
I mean, hey, Steel would surely snap awake if you summon the right sort of demon into his body.
Alright, let's see.
Technically, a fiend can heal him.
Fiends don't heal, I think.
Oh, are those the scourge?
Yes, it's probably the Scourge you're thinking of. Defilers can alter things, but yeah.
No,
that's
they cannot. Transfiguration isn't a defiler thing.
Oh, wait.
It-
Should I just turn that herd into 1 dot of cult? Instead of making a new thing of cult?
Make a new thing of cult, but essentially right now it can still be used as 3 dots of herd, but as it becomes more and more about the demon worship part of it, that herd is essentially gonna fade away.
Okay.
It's essentially a decaying background now.
I'm fine with this.
Hmm.
I never really needed the herd personally.
But yeah, yeah, you're gonna get a call from the butchery actually.
Alright. Hello there.
Yeah, hello. So, you wanted some blood, I hear?
Yeah, I wanted to see about trying to come to some kind of arrangement. You know, because, well, alternatives aren't exactly very good for anyone. Not in the city, and the woods are kind of full of other things.
Yeah, we've noticed. Okay, so
Yep, kind of figured.
essentially, here's the deal. I'm gonna hook you up with blood, but I want to be on the inside. I want to be in the know. I want to know when bad things are gonna happen. I don't have as much advance warning as is gonna happen. I want to know what is actually going on. If you can do that, I'll hook you up.
Alright, I can tell you as much as I can in that case. Currently, there is, you know, if you want to call it a spirit or a demon or whatever, it's over in the mines. It sent that satellite down and destroyed a lot of other supernatural populations, and attracted the attention of others. So
Oh.
the city's been in quite a bit of chaos ever since that point. Trying to, form a little bit of a resistance against that crazy thing over there. It's been brainwashing people in horrible rituals and all of that kind of good stuff. We've been forming a bit of a community over by the school over here
I see.
to try and, get people to help each other. Check that out if you really wanted.
Yeah, I'll step by. Where should we meet?
One of the guys mentioned possibly bringing some blood over. If I remember right.
Yeah, I have a barrel ready for you.
Yeah, well, we're probably gonna need that. One of the guys are really busy.
Mm-hmm.
But want to just go over to the school? That's where a lot of us are. Maybe just a little bit away from it. Some people are sleeping in there.
Sure. I'll be
All
there
right.
in like half an hour.
Alright, do you want to meet anybody, or do you want me to just come alone? What do you want to do?
Well, I'd rather you weren't in a huge crowd, but you can bring someone along if you want. I'm gonna have a couple of my boys with me as well.
Sure. It'll be a pleasure to meet you then. Soon.
Okay then. Meanwhile, down below, Riedal seems to have finally fallen asleep.
Yay.
Okay, Jackalor, I want you to roll a luck die, and I'm gonna roll another luck die for a separate thing.
Oops, that's still the wrong roll.
It's a good roll, though.
No. It's still a bad roll, though.
Let's see.
Okay, so these are non-horrible. So it's gonna be someone you know. Marcus, where are you? They are down below, hidden, happily, I believe.
Marcus is going to go to the outside of the school, wait for the, people to arrive. If anyone wants to come out and check out what's going on, they can do that. If not, they'll just, you will call up Dwayne real quick.
Mm-hmm. I'll answer.
Okay,
Yeah, Marcus.
give me a luck die to see if you're getting reception in the basement, covered in fuck tons of pipes. Because I think that might not be a thing. Is it a thing? Does anyone know?
With my experience in
Isn't.
school,
It isn't.
It's a-
Isn't.
it's a 50-50 thing, in my experience.
Mm-hmm. Well, then it's fine.
Yeah, it just depends on what kind of stuff is used to build with it, basically.
Yeah. Well, Jekyll all locked out. Phones work down there.
Call 'em up.
So, hello, Marcus.
Just so you're aware, you're going to be getting a big barrel of animal blood soon.
Mm-hmm.
Might want to stay away from it for a little bit, but you can send Connor up. About talking to him for a while.
Hey, Connor, you got a job.
Alright. It goes closer to you and keep an eye on them. Goes up.
You just hear mutter, God's fucking damn it, from the sleeping demon.
I was trying to whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Kevin is respecting him. He's not making even a move.
Still, just for that, you might just get ignited in a second.
Slight regrets.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
So Connor comes up and you actually see a, apologetic looking Carl coming down the street, Marcus. Carls, if you don't know, are werewolf normal forms. There. That's a Carl.
Carl's all coming.
It's just one.
That's fine.
What are you doing there?
You don't know yet. He's just walking towards them.
I'm
Is-
like,
Is it horrible murder time yet?
We'll see. Be slightly wary with him not actually answering, but besides that, hello?
Yeah, when he comes closer, you recognize it's sulfurious.
Good.
So, this kind of awkward. The spirits are saying the lying douchebag is able to speak again.
So the lying douchebag, just to be sure, is it that Camarilla guy?
Yes. Yes. Oh god. What did you do, Marcus? What did you do? Why?
Well, it wasn't exactly me, per se, but, well, look, he had real issues with trying to do anything. We were hoping that maybe, if he could somehow actually communicate with us without a problem, he might be useful. I can't say it's worked out completely.
Search werewolf book for rites of atonement. How do you fucking spell that?
I
Okay.
wasn't expecting that one quite yet. Didn't have a prepared answer.
God damn it. I need to find what werewolves do to people who piss them off when they're on the same side, you know?
Yep.
Punishment rites. Ooh.
Do they cut out their tongues?
Okay. Yeah, I like this. He, Marcus, he's gonna have to come with us. We're probably not gonna kill him, but come on. Just
Well, the only thing that he's so far been good at is for, helping supply Riadol with a bunch of stuff. So, as long as you don't kill him, I think it'll be all right. Making judgment call.
okay, good.
We were going to see about possibly sending someone else to see about trying to wake them up. They're in some kind of mystical sleep or something. So I was just waiting for word back from the Alpha.
Okay, I'll take a look at that as well.
But yeah, rather than making 2 trips.
Yeah, I have a car. It kind of picked me because I don't know. Apparently I'm able to stomach you better than the others or something. Shakes his head slightly.
Well, sorry for, the problems. We'll try and, fix this.
Yeah, just try to fuck up as little as possible. There's like 3 or 4 people who would really love nothing more to come down here and rip you apart. At this point,
Oh,
any vampire is, for them, like, just kill it, and it kind of makes me look
do
bad
have
when
some-
there's problems, so...
yeah, we actually have some very good news.
Oh,
We actually got some of the other vampires under that spirit's sway. They grew some extra stuff, but they're currently in torpor, and we're getting ready to lay a trap. We're just currently trying to gather some stuff for a nice, explosive trap.
you said you have more than one?
Yeah, we got 2 of them.
You think they will come for them?
We're pretty sure that they'll try something, and if they don't,
Okay,
after a certain
this
point of
is
time,
good.
kill them anyway.
This is good. Give us one and we'll share everything we get out of the cultists with you. We're picking 2 of them apart right now.
See a reason why not? We'll see about doing that one tomorrow. Riadol said he really wanted to, apparently pretty picky about it. But yeah, that should be arrangeable too. The sleep, that's the issue.
Yeah, he seems very eager to get something to bait a trap with, and even he seems angry when you don't, tell him that you're just gonna give him one.
Sorry, politics.
Fine then. Bring up your sleeping beauty.
Okay, call up Dwayne.
I answer again. Hello, Marcus?
Hey, Dwayne. The werewolves want to see about exchanging. Well, not really exchanging, but they really want to. For one, we're gonna need to talk with you, but for now we need to talk about bringing one of those vampires up, and they want to see about talking to Riadol about it.
I
Or,
shall
at the very
wait in
least,
Riadol.
get Riadol to tell me which one to go for. Either way.
This is on your head, by the way. Hey, Riadol! Marcus wants to know which one of the vampires which we should send to
He
the
just
werewolves.
locks eyes with you before you're halfway through and goes, Dwayne, shut the fuck up.
I shut the fuck up.
He
I
does
go outside the
nothing.
room. As I said, I shut the fuck up and go outside the room and ask, "Oh, he did not wish to answer the question."
Ah, good to know. All right. Well, see you in a little bit then. I'll be right back.
You mind if I come with you?
Not particularly. Just try not to, go downstairs or anything. Great, I'll still try to sleep. I'm just gonna go get one of them.
Okay.
Get him out or anything, and I'm in.
Alright, so you go downstairs. There's a Dwayne in front of the door.
Wait, are there bodies in there too?
Yes, it's the same spot. They bunkered up.
Oh, I thought they put the bodies in a different one.
Yeah, well, that it would be harder for him to guard them, and
Point.
he's been up all day trying to, prevent the counterattacks. That's why he's busy.
Yeah, I know. But he was.
I opened the
In
door.
that case, instead of, well, you know what? I told him that we'd be figuring stuff out when things went by. So, at most, he's going to glare Wayne. That's what I figured. So, yeah, sure. Come along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was trying to find a way to avoid, him meeting with Dwayne just in case something happened, but now thinking about it, that's probably going to happen.
Yeah, so Furious just stays upstairs.
Okay. Alright.
Oh.
So I'm going to do my best at first. I'm going to up my strength to.
You have
His life, by the way.
potence.
Probably the girl. Oh, I do have potence.
Yeah, you can carry a single body, I think, with no problems.
Okay.
It might be a
Then I'm
bit
going to just
awkward,
try
but
and
you
do
can
my-
just bring one up.
I'm gonna try and do Dex stealth to try and avoid making much noise with it. Then.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. You do not get a glare.
Oh, this is glorious.
Bring it upstairs. Oh. Should I just roll like a d10 for whichever one it was?
It's up to you. If you are picking randomly, sure.
I mean, I probably would have went for the guy.
Then it's the guy.
Okay, the guy.
Ugly fucker, isn't he? Pokes at his fingers. Ooh. That's not right.
Nope.
Well, I've seen this before. It's like a possession thing where a spirit crawls into it. He shuts up as if he's, committed a social,
Anything.
like, a social misstep, like, completely. Oh.
Oh. Don't worry about that. So yeah, we'll see about getting this one, you guys.
Also said Kevin, I think.
I'm gonna carry him to the car. Just bring up the liar and the sleeping douchebag.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for an answer from Alpha on the sleep. Wayne, I think we can get up here.
He said that they can try.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah.
Time to go back in. Grab one more body.
Okay. And Dwayne?
I just wave him over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just going to leave my FAMAS with you then.
And anything silver?
Shut the fuck up, Steel.
Yeah, we're gathering you. With
I mean, yeah, we'd pick you up as well, but...
you want to go
implied.
and get him? Sure. Go get him.
I'll roll stealth for that. First,
Now
And
for the
dice.
Jackalour roll.
Oh,
10 dice at difficulty 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we both did good.
do you have enough strength?
Nope.
How much strength do you
So-
have, Jackalour?
1.
Yeah, to carry someone really comfortably, you would need a 4. Like, you can do it at 3, but it's gonna be awkward. I think.
Not just 2. Can't just drag him with 2.
Well, you can drag him with
Sure.
2, but that would make noise as his head bounces on the stairs outside, probably. You know it rings like a bell, there's nothing in there.
Not quite rings like a bell, I'd assume.
Oh, it's a heavy thing.
Jackalour,
So yeah, how much do you spend?
Yeah, we need to know, because you might need to make a second stealth roll here.
Nah, I'm just spending 1 blood point.
So just dragging.
One. Yep, he's dragging him over the destroyed school floors.
Not making that much noise.
Make a dex stealth at 8. There's a lot of Kevin jangling around.
Yeah.
You know, a high perception alertness is not always a joy to have. You see Riadal stir for a moment, and then he goes back to sleep. You lucked out.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright. Now we got everyone up there. Alright then. I'll just wait outside and see about taking care of one other matter. We're seeing about arranging a deal with the slaughterhouse.
Okay. Are you telling that to Sulfurious? Or are you just
Yeah.
going out? Okay. Well, okay. Your point.
Oh no, just telling you where I am. You need me. Be right out there.
Uh-huh.
Might be, you know, next to the building or something. I'll be around.
Well, we're heading over to the manor next. Glares at Dwayne. Grrr.
I mean,
Yep.
I
So
ignore
yeah,
him.
I'll go and wait for the guys for a little bit. I'll presume that Connor is with me.
Connor's just awkwardly standing there, exchanging glances with Sulfurious.
No, he's with his sunglasses, so
There's his sunglasses at night.
Yeah, when Sulfurious sees those sunglasses, there's just this brief look of, I'm gonna face, but no, I stopped myself.
You look so tacky.
Yeah,
Oh well.
yeah, you all filter into a car and head off. And A short while later, a truck happily arrives. It's a pickup. In the back is a single barrel of blood. There is a butcher dude driving it, and there's two more dudes in the back by the barrel. They all appear to be armed in various ways.
Marcus just waves at them. Welcome! Oh, you guys could make it.
Yeah, sure. Glance at Connor. So, tell me more. Oh, blood's in the barrel, by the way.
Ah, thank you. Connor, if you want to help me get that off, we'll see about talking and working at the same time for a moment.
Sure. Boys, go ahead and help him.
Alright,
That he can take the barrel, he has restraint, so
It's essentially like in the excess of 100 liters of blood.
okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, he needs some help.
it's heavy.
Yeah, it's... Like, Marcus has a strength rating of what, 4?
No, total is actually at a 3.
Ah,
Because I have a strength of 1, potence of 2.
then yeah, all 4 of you working together get the barrel out without everything going to shit relatively quickly, but it does take all 4 of you to make a quick job of it.
Yep. Alright. Good. So, what specifics did you want to try and know about? There's quite a bit to try and cover in general.
Well, mostly, I want to know about what the fuck is going on.
Alright, as I mentioned, there's spirit slash demon, whatever you want to really call it. It corrupts people, turns them into various fanatics, eventually changes their bodies to suit its purposes. It's also what sent they called it a satellite or something on the news? Well, it looked like a meteor to me, but slammed into one of the primary bases of, us local supernaturals. Then other supernaturals came in. Not sure if you know what those are or not. They tend to mask themselves in a way. They are in the woods.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, forming a bit of a community around this area to try and resist what's going on with the spirit demon thing.
He's just nodding like, go on. Yeah, you're not,
Jack.
yeah, you're not there. Dwayne can. Oh, sorry, not Dwayne. Shit, Connor.
Connor's
You're-
the only one here.
Sorry, I'm back. My cat was screaming at the door.
Uh-huh. Perception empathy.
If you want.
Yeah, to read the head butcher dude.
My god, I have empathy.
I know, it's weird. Yeah, you both can tell. He's not very good at this. But someone has put him up to this. He's meant to ask you for information. And, get as much idea as possible about what is actually going on in this town.
Hey, I know, someone's pulling his strings. No.
You both do. Yeah.
Well then, on to more things. This means I can give a very good glowing review about us.
Okay, how do you want to spin it?
I'm going to give him the general gist of what's going on, forming a community, getting others to join the fight. Things that would basically scream to other vampires, oh, he's, trying to kill the other thing. Withstanding various attacks, things like that. You will also mention that they are in a bit of a truce with the other supernaturals in the woods. While the, crazy demonic being is going around and killing stuff.
Mm-hmm. Keep in mind, you and Riedal revealed his true form in front of a congregation of like 15 to 20 people. Is there anything you wish to do about spinning that? Because he will probably find out once he links up with the community that's forming.
Yeah. We'll say that, how to spin that one. He is pretty sure it's either Camarilla or Sabbat probably pulling strings. Either one. They were both over there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really hide the whole community thing. What I can do is try and convert him into it, but that will take some time.
I mean, there's just 3 people here. Surely you can hide a command successfully without any of them realizing. It's not like they were on guard already when you tried this last time.
Well, if they're with other vampires, they probably know that kind of shit. So trying to be more or less honest, as usual, is the best policy. As long as you spin it right.
Uh-huh.
So, there has been a lesser spirit that has revealed itself. It has been helping out around the community quite a bit. Going to find out what to do with it, but for now it's actually seems to be helping out against the worse one over at the mines.
Huh. Okay.
Is it the best thing? No. But it doesn't seem impossible.
Yeah. Good job.
And now I can try and convert them while not, I think it'll take time, but I can try and convert them over to Riedal.
Okay, for the future, give me 2 dice rolls, Epic. 7 dice at difficulty 7 and 10 at 8. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not gonna tell which of the Satan's dice pools those were, but okay. Good. Meanwhile, Dwayne, you're in a car, happily driving towards the manor.
Yep.
I have the
Next.
advantage of the home ground.
With a angry-looking werewolf next to you. He does not seem happy about the whole situation. Okay, so let us put you on the map. Do you have Auspex on?
I mean, I don't think I have a reason to.
Uh-huh. Okay. Then Carl is carrying... Well, he was gonna shift in werewolf form and just carry both bodies at once. I mean, it might be the only way to beat you for good epic. Use your power against you.
I love this. I fucking love this.
So, you're heading towards the manor.
We'll head over there right after we finish talking up here and getting the barrel too.
Mm-hmm. Anything you wish to do as he leads you inside, Jackalor?
Nope.
Okay. He just hands over the bodies to another dude who gives you the dirtiest look imaginable, like, I would kill you in a heartbeat.
I mean, it's they who asked me to come here. It's not my fault they declared that they would kill me if I ever came back.
Sulfurious just nods towards the back and leads you to the backyard. Let's use the graveyard.
Oh.
And there are actually several werewolves waiting for you there. Let me just put them out. Just these low growls as you step forward and Sulfurious closes the circle.
Mm-hmm.
The one in front of you speaks up and you actually recognize the... God damn it, that's just token. This is where his actual stats are. Okay. The voice of Evenhand. Dwayne.
Yes.
You will not be silent when commanded to be. You tell lies. You twist the truth time and again. You hide your true nature like a coward. Just stay silent.
Not like Marcus does a lot of the same shit, except for, you know, he's pretty open about it.
He doesn't get caught like an idiot.
Right. That too.
I mean, you kind of drew the wrong tribe of werewolf here. If it had been a Shadow Lord in charge of that group, you would have been fine with that bullshit, because, you know, that's what they would have done, you know?
Yep. I was actually talking more about the nature thing.
Mm-hmm.
I
Do you
I
have
only want-
anything to say for yourself? Go on.
I only wanted to do as I had been asked and protect my people.
Protect your people.
Sometimes I forget how bad Jackalor is about this kind of stuff.
Protect your people. Truly. Is that what you were doing when you told us about a vampire infestation in Springfield?
I did not wish to. I did not wish to lie to your faces either.
Coward. You utter abominable coward. He's rolling for frenzy, as werewolves do. Congratulations, you just died, I think.
Well,
Oh shit.
He's had enough of your shit.
does that mean I have to roll initiative now?
Yes.
I'm assuming yes.
Yes. Yes, you roll initiative.
Okay, even hand would like to leap at the stupid vampire.
Going to dodge multiple times.
Yeah, you're gonna need to spend multiple times because the rage is coming out.
Full defensive as well.
Okay. Well, it's half rounding up so he can take 4 extra actions. Well, he's actually not as dangerous in some ways as he could have been. Jackalor, you are lucking out here. Because he is not expecting to melee as much as you might think.
He's still a werewolf, so he's probably going to have enough dice to hit me once or twice. He's going to kill me.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
So I hope you can dodge for the life of you.
I'm
Literally.
gonna roll all his attacks and then you get to roll your dodges.
Fuck you. This is
Oh.
difficulty 6. This is cheating. This is seriously cheating. You're supposed to roll that well.
He's taking it all out on you. Every werewolf that died, it's your fault now.
It's on
Well-
your head.
Yeah, no,
To
I'm
be
fucking
fair,
dead already.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh, it totally is.
You kind
No,
of
I'm
provoke
not
this conflict, Jackalor.
They were the ones being thinking like, yeah, they're gonna kill us all
Wait.
either way. Think I have enough runes?
Yeah, like, you shouldn't have rolled twice at 4. But,
Oh yeah, that's true. I should.
I think it's irrelevant though.
okay, so the first one hits with 3 successes. That means 2 extra on the
already
damage.
dead. I'm done.
Yeah, like, werewolves have a potence rating of 1 always, generally speaking, but, how should I play this? I don't think I should count it because I'm using all his gifts. It's weird trying to run a hybrid thing. You know what, I'm gonna err on the side of giving Jackalor a bigger chance rather than a smaller one. So +1 from claws, +1 from... or +2 from extra successes, so that's 11.
Yeah, he died on the first swing.
You know, he doesn't stop. He just keeps ripping, even as he's turning into ash, throwing pieces of bone everywhere. Marcus,
Well.
as you're heading in that direction, heading over the bridge, you just hear 4 exulting howls rise to the night sky from the manor.
Well, that doesn't sound like something I really want to be a part of. Just wait at the front. I'll get out of the car and wait at the gate.
Yeah, like I said, you hear it when you're still a good 5 minutes away, so... You're not in their face yet. You know, losing control isn't a great thing, but I think his troops are willing to forgive him for that particular thing. They were about to roll themselves.
Yeah, don't blame him. Not in any way.
Yeah.
When you pull up, Sulfur is just casually smoking up front. Just see the oh shit look on his face when he sees that you're pulling up.
Oh.
Just
Oh, hey, how you doing? Furious?
Uh, so remember when I said we're probably bringing him back alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hit that probably.
So, I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Was it his fault?
Yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like, he literally told us that Springfield is full of vampires, and then he tried to use trying to protect his people as a defense after he already sold them out.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for words. I take the drag. I don't even fucking know.
Alright. By the way, because I don't think I've ever done it, totally roll sense this on. Unless I've already done it, this is mainly to open up my second ability to him if it ever comes into play.
Uh-huh. Okay. Go ahead.
Presume 6. I don't know what his self-control is. I mean,
It-
I could have tried to remember it, but I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah, it's self-control plus 4, I
4.
believe. Okay.
Yep. So, roll!
Mm-hmm. Okay, he feels guilty about all the werewolves that have died, and at the same time he feels embarrassed and guilty because he kind of likes you, and at the same time he feels embarrassed and guilty because he wants to rip you limb from limb, and it's just this mixture of just angst, you know, or being caught between kind of liking you and really wanting to murder you and being loyal to his people.
He's a fucking teenage werewolf. Fuck.
You know, he feels like you have a good style, but you're a fucking leech, and how the fuck do you deal with that contradiction?
So, a teenage werewolf with a taste for explosives.
He's not a teenager. He's from appearance.
Oh, no,
he's,
that was just my
yeah,
description, dude.
yeah, but emotion-wise, right now, yeah, there's a lot of that. Vampires killed my family, but this one's really cool.
But... Shit. We're actually pretty low on party members in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
Yep,
this.
still, down. Well, might as well see about facing music later.
I mean,
Can you
they're
just
down to
describe-
2 vampires on their side, right? It's not like, well, you would assume anyway. The Nighthorns weren't that big a pack to begin with.
I mean, let's be fair here. In his view, Dwayne didn't do anything besides be a good battery for Riedal.
And Riadal is going to be pissed.
We need them
Riedal's
better.
gonna be quite sad about that. But when it comes between, you know, an alliance with an entire other supernatural group, or this one guy who can't seem to keep his mouth shut correctly.
Yeah, like, I was prepared to just force him to tell embarrassing truths as per the level 1 right. To, you know, just force him to be honest for once, right? But he made him frenzy! There's not even, like, how? What are you supposed to do?
Also, Marcus did say to Dwayne, do not speak to the werewolves.
I mean,
I don't think I specifically
yeah.
said that.
Besides, he didn't really have a choice. It was, he's put in a circle, like, how do you answer to these charges?
I know how I'd answer to such charges, but hey, that's me.
Yeah. So, what do you do next? And is Connor with you?
No, I left Connor over to watch over Riedal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a badass. I don't need. I respect the werewolves, but I have enough balls to go to them myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So after you're done with Sulfurious, what's your next step?
Well, time to go and talk to them to see what can be done about Kevin.
Okay. You walk inside. Ian Head is just coming in. Its muzzle covered with ashes.
Just got informed. Oh, the loudmouth kept opening his mouth, eh?
Are you fucking mocking me or something?
Nope.
I hope not. That would be very foolish right now.
No, I'm just here to see about what can be done about Kevin. Guy who's in some kind of perpetual sleep. Not normal for a vampire.
What happened to him?
I'm not sure about the specifics. I just know it's not a usual vampire thing. Some of the vampires under the, other spirit, they managed to get a hold of him while he was, away from us.
So he got ambushed like a foolish cub.
Yeah. Twice, actually. To save him 2 times.
So Furious said you managed to kill some of theirs.
Yeah. Their ambushes made Kevin into quite good bait. Surprisingly. Ended up reversing it on them. And, yeah, we got 2 of them. Got 1 of them for you guys.
Why do you want him back in the first place? He's incompetent. Like that one was incompetent. Why bother?
Primarily, any other bodies we can actually throw at the mines, the better off we'll be. The only reason I'm not just waiting for him to wake up would be because, well, I'm not sure that if he'll be asleep for months, years. Kind of need him around for all the bullshit happening in the mines.
I see.
At the very least, he seems pretty decent at combat.
Yeah, I've known people like that. I suppose we can try and cleanse him of whatever taint has taken hold. But, and this is the tricky part, he is a creature of the worm. It might, how do you say it, fuck him up.
Well, we need him here. And, well, I do believe that we all would agree with it, and he himself would say that, well, need a way back. Not here to help out. There's not really much of a point to him.
Fine. Fine then. We'll try this, and if it doesn't work, we'll kill him for you.
Thank you.
I suggest you leave now. We're done here.
Alright.
What are we gonna substitute for Le Enigmas or whatever this one takes? Let's see. Charisma rituals. Yeah, we're gonna assume that's like 7 dice. Just gonna use the standard difficulty. So, 7. Steel, actually, do you want to do the honors? Since this is your chance to get killed horribly as well.
And he wouldn't give a shit to boost it up. So, 7 at what?
Oh, you don't get to boost it. This is the werewolves rolling. I'm just letting you roll the
Yes.
dice. At 7.
I would say he wouldn't give a shit to even try to.
Of course not. Okay. Do you have any willpower points left?
Fuck no.
Alrighty. You know, I feel like there should be some consequence to this. Give me a willpower roll at a hidden difficulty.
Oh. Oh. This is going to be fun.
Ooh.
Oh my god, the dice like to fuck me at just the right time. Oh.
Yes,
Like,
yes
you
they
wanna say-
do.
Probably not
like-
a double botch.
It's probably not a double botch, but it's a failure.
Oh yes.
Almost certainly a failure.
Well, I hate to say this, Steel, but you are losing a point of permanent willpower as you're racked by horrible, terrifying, soul-rending agony as something is clawing at your very soul. You come awake, surrounded by multiple werewolves, but
Huh?
the experience is fucked up, and the werewolves, you know, they do not seem very happy to see you. How would he react to this happening?
He just wakes up out of a sleep. He doesn't even know what the fuck happened.
The last you remember is a hand grabbing your face and, like, you know, chloroform, going to sleep. It might have been the werewolves. As far as he
Just
knows.
takes a nice long look around to get the general feeling of the room and the ones inside. Making sure not to make any sudden movements. No.
Okay.
Slow and
Yeah, Sulfurous probably wouldn't be part of this. He's... Fuck this shit. He's had enough for the night. They are not saying anything.
so the general air to the room is like, oh, he's awake. Fuck.
Oh no, it's not oh he's awake, it's a oh fuck this dude. There's a great deal of hostility. Actually, give me perception empathy to see how precisely you can roll, because if you manage to botch this, then you are gonna be in for a good time.
Empathy or animal kin?
I'm gonna say empathy because this is more of a sentient disgust with all the vampires bullshit at this point, not just an animal reaction.
I don't have empathy.
You can still
Second
roll
At what?
at 6.
Regular.
Yep.
Okay, you have no clue, but they do not seem friendly. You can tell that much.
It is clear to me who is the leader of them, right?
Not necessarily. But you can roll perception. Animal can now to try and tell who they are deferring to, instinctively.
At what? 6?
6, yes. Yeah, you can tell.
I straighten up towards him and avert my gaze from him and look to the ground in front of me.
Doesn't say anything.
Just going to ask, not actually expecting a response. What happened to me?
Just leans forward slightly.
Does not do any movement, keeps his gaze averted from the wood.
One of the
Not repeating
others just leans in and sniffs you. Gives a low growl.
Does not make any sudden movement and does not repeat himself. He just averting his gaze from them.
Roll perception, animal can again. You see the body language of the leader, and half second later the others shift. They're preparing to attack.
They are preparing to attack.
Yeah. At this point, it looks like it might be possible to kill all the worm-infested cunts after all.
I know what I would do in this situation.
The doors would be closed, but they would necessarily be locked. You might be able to make a run for it.
I am full on blood, but they are werewolves. And they can't detect me, so... Are they actually preparing to just pounce?
Possibly, yes. I even have a good idea of what's going on, I believe.
I mean, at this point, Marcus doesn't need to know that he actually woke, right? That's just a misunderstanding.
I know what they said. I know what they said. I have a feeling I know what they're doing.
Kevin, instead of averting, he just looks up at the leader, like, gets a nice stance as if expecting them, and he's blood buffing his dexterity by 1, expecting to get pounced.
Wow, the retardation is strong. Even
Yep.
Hand is gonna spend a willpower point and a gnosis point, and he's gonna activate his sunlight level 5 gift. You take 3 points of ag.
Yeah, I have no way to soak it.
Please roll for Rotrek. At, I believe direct sunlight was what, 9, 10?
It was like 9, yeah. Maybe 10. Is it full in his face? Go for 10.
Yeah?
Yeah, like he's shining so bright that it would be difficult as fuck to hit him right now. So what does a vampire do when he's trapped in a room with 4 angry werewolves and they're shining? Well, one of them at least is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so going to ask if I have the right idea of what's going on or not.
I mean, it's pretty obvious they're fucking backstabbing you.
Okay. In that case, they did it in a very roundabout way.
There's... You have 2 turns of acting normally. And at this point,
3.
it's... Did you... You didn't have willpower to spend on it.
Nope.
Well, the entire time they didn't want to spend all or fight all the supernaturals at once, and now you made them surviving as the final victors, you know, winnable. You might go
I think I have the
first.
higher initiative.
You have the high ground. So, the three are just gonna casually step in and each take a swipe at you. Even Hand's just gonna... Yes?
I was just going to, you know, make this a little bit later, but just to make sure, wasn't my interaction with Evenhand there pretty good for, you know, at least Marcus's and, you know, the werewolves relationship in general?
It was. It does
Okay.
not mean that you don't stink of corruption. It doesn't mean that Kevin doesn't stink of corruption. And it just means essentially that they're not going to immediately go to war with your entire party. It means they're going to at least pretend to be allied until they sense a vulnerability. This is more of a, you know, pick the ones that we can get away with killing kind of thing. This was always a play your enemies off one against the other thing. And that hasn't changed. They're just playing the same
No.
game. They always have been.
Just really seems like a poor choice. But okay.
They're supernatural rage monsters. Poor choices is where they live at. This is them staying true to form, and Evenhand has seen 2/3 of his underlings die. He's not necessarily thinking rationally when it comes to vampires anymore. At this point, I'm playing his weaknesses rather than his strengths in doing this.
Okay, so my time's in the clear.
Evenhand is gonna defend. He's just gonna keep the sun on you. The others,
Son of a bitch.
the others are gonna step up and... Well, it's +3 to hit him in any case.
Okay, I mean, I would like to berserk,
Okay.
and I would like to activate 2 celerity.
To try and kill him.
Yeah, like strike.
Keep in mind the other werewolves are gonna move before then.
We are technically in a brawl fight, so I could parry their
Yes.
hands.
You could. But that would
So-
not do your full strength damage. You get extra successes and the base weapon damage, but you don't get strength from parrying.
Yeah, but if I don't want to get eviscerated and not... I mean, it's a mute point either way, I guess, those, but...
Yeah. Keep in mind, also, Epic, another important point for everyone. Internal politics. Him making this alliance in the first place and keeping it going for this long required a lot of capital, and he, at this point, he's not willing to necessarily spend what capital he has left on keeping this alive. Because...
Well, that might be true. He is actually spending another form of capital in that he is breaking what deals they have made.
And some of them might be upset about it, but it was always, like I said, an understanding of, to some extent of, you know, like, let's put it this way, considering the enemy they're fighting, namely the Earthbound, yes, he's gonna take a hit of 1 or 2 Wisdom Renown, or Glory Renown, or Honor Renown here and there, but it's gonna be more than made up for the, you know, if they actually succeed at this mission. It's just the price of doing business. Yes, you had to get your paws dirty a bit, but the end goal is worth it.
Yep.
Yeah, like, in
Okay.
theory, it's a no-no, but in practice, it's the price of doing business at this point, with as many werewolves as have died.
So, I have a question. In general here, if even one claw hits me, I'm dead.
They would
Yeah.
have a base of 11 damage on their hits, plus 12
So,
dex
yes.
brawl.
I have no fortitude, so yes. The answer is yes.
The answer
Uh,
is definitely yes.
You
So-
could, with your first action, run to the door and throw it open. And then try to run if you survive that long.
How am I going to survive? Like like I can at the most defend against 2 with celerity.
And keep in mind, this is the next turn. You spent your first on preparing to meet him and he popped his sunlight.
Yes.
So
yeah,
you're
I
gonna
know
be
that.
taking another 3 points for direct sunlight.
Oh, as soon as I attack.
As soon as his turn comes around, we're gonna say.
Then celerity doesn't make as much sense.
I mean, you
know
could
what?
always kneel and bare your throat. That might work.
It's clear they have no intention of letting me be. Like, you know what? I'm spending like 1 blood to activate the 2 dots of potence,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just going to try and like a single strike towards the leader.
Okay. Then you might have a chance. Oh, let's roll for it, and I'm gonna roll for his dodge.
And since I'm in Berserk, I roll at 6.
+3, -3, -2 from the weapon. So at 4.
The
Oh wait, no. Do you have your knife with... Did you leave the knife on the body? Do you even have the knife drawn?
like I thought that first off the others disarmed me, so even if they retrieved me, I wouldn't have anything on me. Even
Okay,
here,
yeah, then you would be using your hand. Okay.
at
Then
6.
yeah, then it's at 6. Okay, make your roll. Make it count.
Yes! 9!
Okay, you
Strike
succeed with
bitch.
4. Sorry, not with 4, with 6. You're right.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 1 for hand.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, not from hand. You only get +1 from hand if you have claws.
Oh, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on top of the 2 automatic successes.
You might.
6.
You might just kill him. There is a chance.
Technically 3. We should apply at least.
Sure, it's 3.
But
It
at...
soaks.
Yeah, it just... You know, it's warm. You haven't felt sunlight for, what, couple of weeks now? And it's so warm and it burns so fucking bad!
I mean, I like how the dice were like, yeah. Here, you have 9. You can do it. Fuck you. All once. Like, the dice is mocking me the last
Yeah.
few days.
Like, I wouldn't... It
the-
would
the
be
species
easier
were-
if, essentially, I didn't make the werewolves betray you, but I have to be true to the characters and to
Yeah,
their
I mean,
natures.
I'm not mad at you for doing that,
Yeah,
right?
like, it's a stupid fucking decision. It really is, but it's what they would do.
Yeah, like, to be fair, if the dice didn't betray me like that, I could have probably one-shot someone. But he takes no
Oh, yeah.
damage, it comes his turn, I take 3 more, I am at crippled. I technically ignore wound penalties, but...
Yeah, the claw of the werewolf descends.
I mean, at this, I just go like... You know, I just go... Take me! I tried! Like, you know, open hands back.
Okay, sure.
Eviscerated.
You see the claw approaching, you half turn to do your pose, and then it's cutting through your skull.
It's fine, I am dead anyway.
Yeah.
After the 2 hits of sunlight, like at that point is just
It's a bullshit gift. It pops for scene, I think. It's fucking insane versus vampires.
I
Now,
mean, if it wasn't there, and I'm not referring to the damage part, I could have like,
yeah, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't have helped much.
yes, I know it doesn't, but still.
Okay. So,
Oh well,
meanwhile, back at the school, Connor,
Riadal is
Riadal's eyes snap open.
too.
Just lying there. You can see his jaw working. He's fucking furious.
Oh no. Oh. Oh, this is bad.
Okay. I don't know if obfuscate works on him.
Do you want to try?
Yep.
You are such a good character, for fuck's sake. I wanted to at least start punch a bitch. Die.
Connor just obfuscate and slowly get out of the room.
Stop! The fuck do you think you're going?
Oh god, this is bad.
Then you hear him scream out, "Oh, what the actual fuck!"
He lost 2.
Connor, what the fuck is going on out there?
Well,
Marcus sent Dwayne to the werewolves, and he also Kevin to try to wake him up.
Dwayne is dead.
It's Kevin.
Kevin hasn't hit yet. There's a gap between that and, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, another thing is, Evenhand is not horrible at deception when he has to be, I think. Actually, no, he's not great at it at all, but fuck it. He's hoping this won't ever come up, and if it does, fuck Marcus. This is how werewolves go bad, by the way. They just fucking lose it. The rage wins. So, Riedel just points you up the stairs. Go upstairs. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Goes up.
So does Riedel. He's carrying his FAMAS. Just stops for a second to pick it up. Motherfuckers.
Marcus went to the werewolf place to talk with them and ask if they can do anything to wake up Kevin.
Of course they fucking did. Come on, follow along. Going out into the street.
Follows the angry demon.
He just walks into the room the cultists use as a base of operations. There's 4 or 5 of them there. He just goes in through the door immediately. You know, he's gonna... Well, people allow fate to be spent retroactively when they play this. It's like if you fail the roll to take Apocalyptical, you can use fate to succeed anyway, I think.
Yeah,
So,
but it is expensive.
oh no, this is worth it. He needs to make a point. We're gonna call it a 7, because there's a group here. Still succeeds. He takes a Fire Angel form, and just like the voice from a roaring furnace speaks to these followers. They're all just like open mouth, watching him. Every one of you, spread the word. Gather whatever silver you can and bring it to me.
Oh, the malefactor is going to have fun.
And then he just goes, "Oh, son of a bitch! Quickly, every last bit you can fucking find." Connor, by the way, courage roll.
Yep. I will spend willpower.
Running right now might be a bad idea.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
Do you think he's hostile to you as well or not?
No.
Then it's
He's very
7.
angry.
Okay,
One stance. Alright.
keep going.
Another one.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure he just runs, doesn't he?
He spent willpower on the first one. Okay, you need one more to completely overcome it. Unless you're removed from the source of the problem before that's necessary.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep. He has 4 turns before running, so he just discreetly leaves the place and goes to a closed room and stays there away from the fire thing. The
Uh-huh.
corner.
you just
With a potato
see
block.
the cultists going outside, awe-filled and, in one case, horror-filled face as they're filing out, heading out quickly, presumably to get all the fucking silver in this shitty town.
Oh my god.
At least he's angry at werewolves, not humans.
And to wrap up, one last conversation as Marcus is driving home, slowly approaching the school. Marcus, where are 2 of my trolls dead?
Is he talking to my head?
Yeah.
Figured. Apparently, Dwayne mouthed off to them. As far as Kevin is concerned, they said they were about to try and wake him. Said it was risky as a creature of the worm, which I'm guessing is whatever they termed like the vampiric kiss. But if that's the case, that seems a little bit recent to have too many issues. So if he's dead, I'll have to talk to them and find out what happened.
Marcus, I felt the link to him go active and then snap out few seconds later.
Yep.
If they were gonna wake
That
him,
doesn't sound right.
then I have the distinct feeling that they did just that. And then, well, there might be a legitimate explanation for this, but when my cultists bring the silver like I told them, just bring it to the malefactor. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go tell her exactly what I want her to do with it.
Oh.
Connor, from outside you hear a car crash as someone sees a burning angel walking across the street.
Oh.
Is
Yeah.
Riedal in zero fucks mode?
He's
Yeah.
beyond furious. He's just like... He had just gotten a decent income of faith. What the actual fuck? He had them for one night. For one night!
He's going to wait the angry angel to go away, and he's going to check if the people from the crash are alright.
Yeah. They seem to be, fine. It's 2 men. There's a few bruises, but they're just looking at each other incredulously still. Like with that, I can't fucking believe what I just saw look.
Just leaves them. He doesn't think that he can help them anyway, telling the truth. So
Yeah, I think they've had all the truth they can handle for right now.
yeah,
When you head into the school, from one particular stairway, there's just angry muttering from, below. And a second voice that just sounds like it's responding something back a lot more quietly. And it sounds like it's very, meek and agreeable. Yes, please don't hurt me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I obey, great lord.
okay. Weirdo is there. I don't want to directly see the fire thing, so he goes to another room, not downstairs.
Uh-huh. There's several basement areas. I mean, you do still have that one prisoner. Now might be a good time to eat them, right?
No, he doesn't like eating souls. It seems wrong.
Okay. Let's see. How do you kill a bunch of werewolves as a demon?
Molten silver.
Oh my fucking god, I just realized.
Imbuing a weapon with the identity of silver?
I believe malefactors can do something.
They might need the earth lore, which she might not have. But, yeah. Actually, we're gonna retcon that conversation with Marcus slightly. We're gonna say that as soon as Riadal felt the link come awake, he was watching Kevin.
Okay.
So yeah, he will tell you that they fucking killed him and we're getting silver and fuck the werewolves, they've betrayed us.
Good to know.
And
Well,
the fun
if
part.
that's the case, let's keep it on the back burner for a little bit. Mainly, we still need to take care of that Earthbound. Luckily, we have a very good excuse for why we can't go to the front lines right now.
Ooh, sneaky. Okay, I'm gonna organize the armaments and you just wrap them around your little finger like you can.
Okay.
Okay, and on that note, I think it's probably the best place to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
That
Dice.
was
Fuck
fun.
you. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry that this is so brutal, but it's part of how this chronicle was built, and I have to be true to the supernaturals I've built, down to their stupidities, because that is part of what makes them beatable.
Chris, I fucking loved it. I'm annoyed
Yeah.
at the dice.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Give me a chance. Oh no, I told you before. I enjoyed how you play them. You play them exactly as they are. You don't pussyfoot around, and you play your characters you make. I am glad that you are actually one of those people.
Yeah.
What I'm annoyed is that the dice didn't give me a chance to make shit.
If you had managed to get enough damage through, I might have let you kill him before you died. I was seriously planning on letting that be your... Yeah, you're dead, but you got him moment.
Yeah, like I wanted it to be like if I had enough damage through like kill it and like I don't know roll like strength animal cure or some shit to like make a roar as they slash me like bitches. I don't care anymore. I did what I wanted.
Yeah,
But
you
the
probably
dice
wouldn't
said
have been
no.
able to intimidate them at that point. But yeah,
I mean,
essentially,
it's not about intimidating them. It's the principle of showing off this shit.
By the way, what I was initially thinking, but I still would have went with it anyway if I was in your shoes.
Oh yeah, like
Once waking up with all the werewolves, and seeing them so hostile, I would have totally gotten ready for battle,
mhm.
and then
I mean, I
immediately
did.
say to them, "Well, if you woke me up just to kill me, you're gonna have to fight me for it."
That might have won you like 2 or 3 turns to try to say something else. But that's about it. At that point, it was like they weren't
Yeah,
even
it was.
planning on killing him. It was a spur of the moment decision where Iverheim was just like, shift into combat stance, and everyone's like, "Oh, we're doing this, okay."
Yep.
I mean,
But
everyone
yeah, that's
was in
what my
combat.
reaction would have been, and that's what I would have hoped for, to be honest, to survive.
Like, to
a
be
little bit more
fair,
time to actually talk out of it.
to be fair, first off, Kevin would not have been the sort of talker. He's not a talker. Like,
Yeah,
You don't
first
need to
of
be
all,
a
he's
talker
not.
to be a talker.
yeah,
Just to say it.
No, like he wouldn't talk. He would do shit, you know. But the thing is, he was trying to avert his gaze, be all he's the alpha and shit. But when he sensed that the rest are going to pounce, he was like, well, I guess there is no need for that shit anymore.
yeah.
Time to
If that was your
Essentially,
intent with the gaze thing,
Like-
I think that would have backfired almost regardless in a lot of ways.
yeah. Like honestly, given the losses they've had and how angry they are to take it out on anyone and anything, especially after having a taste of blood that night already, it's
You forget. My character does not have enough occult to know this shit.
you have enough animal ken that to know that showing weakness to predator animals isn't always the best idea if they're already hostile.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're hostile, they will just do it either way, so it was a mute point.
Well,
Anyway, yeah, like
after all, they're
essentially,
sentient at the same time. So showing them that you are willing to go against them for your life instead of just showing them your belly. That
you
means
acted like a
lot to them.
prey animal, not an equal, a prey. And that was part of why they went for it. This isn't them making a long, complicated plan or thinking everything through.
Oh yeah.
This is them
I fully
snapping and losing control because they have had enough.
I know. That's why I said it will be relevant. They will attack either way. How this night unfolded, at least.
Yep.
Like, if Jackalor didn't give them the taste of blood, I might have a chance. But at that point, it was like they killed already. They were going to be 4 against 1. It's like I
If
can
you
try
had
and-
rolled strength intimidation there, that
I
would
have
have
an
been a better
intimidation.
move. That doesn't mean you can't roll not with inborn talents. It's the
Yeah.
skills that you take a penalty on and knowledges that you get fucked on. Still, for fuck's sake, how many times do we have to repeat this? Talent you can always roll. Always.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
Either way,
I just
it's-
want you to remind you that it's not one specific enemy that's the end boss. Werewolves are part of the final fight.
I mean, I am out of it, so it's irrelevant now.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
you
mean,
want to
Marcus
make
had
another
figured that he
character,
managed to-
but
Marcus had managed, believed that he'd managed to, get them away from being a full-on enemy as long as we left this town afterwards.
yeah, like you might still be able to manage it to be a cold war, but when you were making that deal, it was more of a, yeah, we need friends, we're semi-desperate, even if the rest of the tribe isn't, or sept isn't smart enough to realize that we should be careful. But you might be able to reform that partnership. It's just gonna be on a more werewolf-dominated level now, as opposed to them being so, yeah. Like,
Oh,
You don't seem to understand something, and that's that Marcus is really pissed.
oh, that's fine. And the werewolves don't know that you know yet.
yes.
Why do you think we're not letting them know that we know?
Oh, I know why. But yeah,
I mean,
that's
it
a
was fun time.
sandbox, essentially.
I mean,
It
if
can
I
go
happened to
anyway.
Direct my Kamehameha to all the werewolves nearby for a single turn.
Oh, you should totally do that. Like,
Look,
fuck the.
I'm just going to have to see what happens, but Marcus is not planning to let someone who breaks a deal like that with him.
What level is
Especially when it
Holocaust?
takes away his resources.
I mean, he might be an evil revelation. That does not mean he doesn't appreciate, keeping your promise.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, we need to hand out experience to the two survivors, and Marcus, with the butchers being on your side now, note down another dot of domain security, please.
Okay.
They're not necessarily
Also,
there, but some of them are gonna keep an eye on the territory around there.
Sweet.
Because
I
we
have a
both
question.
know that Satan, if he thinks that this demon is legit, might just ask for a pact of his own secretly.
You knew it, and I knew it.
I mean, those rolls were actually for him to roll Eyes of Chaos and for how much he knows about demons and is able to piece together from the information he gets.
Yeah, I already told you his real, motivations for everything.
Yeah,
I'm glad we were both on the same page.
yeah, that's what's happening there. He's just gonna weasel his way back in, just quiet like.
Uh,
Okay, so, experience. What has Marcus learned?
Marcus has learned that though the werewolves are usually alright, they're apparently just straight up dicks whenever they feel like it.
I mean, if you had lost 70% of your cult in one night, how would you feel towards the people that done it?
Why, I would go and kill the people that done it, which is why he was willing to forgive, Dwayne's death.
but now they lost a good chunk of their fighting potential as a group.
Oh,
The
yeah,
vampires.
they just destroyed some
So-
of our resources. Over nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
Or not,
from
like-
their point of view, both of their enemy groups are down to two really dangerous fighters and one boss. Play
Well,
them off against one
would've,
another, weaken
well,
them,
the,
and then finish them.
The thing I would have thought about, if from their position, was which one was the stronger party. That's still the Earthbound.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they figure that the wards haven't failed just yet, and if they get close enough, they might be able to reinforce them, or failing that, they have an Uctena with them, and they were the ones that originally bound it, so they can probably reestablish those if they carve up enough of its servants. So,
They're
So
having
they-
a lot of hopes for this.
So
You know,
they are being
they
pocky cats.
they at this point in time, the fatalism in their mindset is huge. So they're just like, you know what? Now's as good a time as any to get rid of this disgusting alliance. Apocalypse is coming. We're all gonna die in battle. Deus Vult.
Yeah, getting cocky, getting reckless, not giving a shit.
No, it's just not giving a shit because they expect to die anyway. And that means that they no longer care about preserving themselves as long as they take you down with them, which makes them more dangerous in a way.
Yeah, that is part of why it is irrelevant. Whatever I did, I would have been pounced either way.
You had options.
I
It's
did
just
not
that you
go
didn't have
into
the
that
options.
scene expecting to kill you. But I was keeping the mindset of the people involved in mind every step of the way, and based on the way you
Yeah.
acted, it's... Yeah, fuck it.
I don't disagree with you, but it's a
So
pity.
yeah. Experience gains. Marcus. Werewolves. Right. Connor. Experience gain. Lesson learned.
Never piss off the friendly demon.
Because he turns into the unfriendly demon.
Yeah.
Into the unfriendly fire demon.
By the way, I love that Connor is actually getting through all of this just fine.
It's just... Okay, nope, I'm just gonna be in this here broom closet while he goes by. Fire bat!
Uh,
Oh, I tried my best to save you, Kevin. Sadly, it didn't
I
work
know.
out.
As I said, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the dice.
Yeah, even one success on that stamina roll would have reduced it to a single day of being out.
I know. It was the dice choosing to fuck me at the right time.
Yeah.
It was specific fucking.
You were also kind of out on your own in an area that, well, if you had been more towards the center of town, they probably wouldn't have dared because they would have had to go past your base of operations to get back to theirs.
I mean, as I was saying, I know. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm more like
It's just, it's...
one.
Yeah, it's
Punch.
everything coming together
Like-
in just the wrong way, you know?
Like I'm not mad about what you threw at me. I'm mad at the dice for making it that shit.
Yeah,
No.
aren't sandboxes fun? Where success or fail can turn on a dime.
Like in one night, Reda lost like what 3 to 4 faith.
For income.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm just empowering my vampires and feeding off of mortals.
I mean, yeah, he can do that. We got a cult for him now.
He
mean,
can't, they don't
I-
have a worship rating yet.
Yet.
But he can start trying
We'll see what
to
we
thrall some of them eventually.
Yep.
But yeah,
Well, in the meantime, I can try and go and recruit a couple other people.
like this is gonna be a steady thing, but at the same time, the difficulty is gonna go up because you're essentially trying to recruit every day, eventually.
Yep. Actually, a bit of a question. If Jack Steele want to keep going, how would they feel about being mortals?
To be fair,
I
if I
wouldn't
was to be like, I wouldn't mind being a ghoul or like a fanatic worshipper of the fire god. Like, I have no problem with either.
Mainly, there's just no way that vampires are really coming in here. So the choices are
No, yeah,
becoming
yeah.
a childer, becoming a ghoul, or
Yeah.
a mortal.
That's
I mean,
pretty
to
much
be
it.
fair, to be fair, just a flat out mortal, I'm willing to play. I have no issue with it.
Hmm.
It's a nice change of pace to play a mortal for once.
Okay, what
Like-
about you, Jackalor?
Like as I said, I'd totally be fine with playing a mortal.
Okay, then we are probably gonna do an introduction thing at some point. I'm gonna give you new sheets before we finish tonight, but experience gains. Marcus.
Um,
He's dead
Marcus
for
did his
30, really.
usual thing. Uh, yeah, I mean, Marcus is Marcus. He did awesome shit. A whole lot of it.
Marcos is awesome. He did awesome shit.
Okay,
So,
first of all,
right.
for the courage to go on. Give me a specific thing.
Courage to go on, particularly. Well, to be rather blunt, he's been betrayed again.
And he's not
Yeah,
gonna
He
stand
doesn't
for
like
it.
that. He's not going to stand for that. He's willing to play the long game for it. He's not going to stand for it.
You know what I'm gonna do? If you want to get rid of Beacon or Unholy, I'll let you trade it out for Vengeful against traitors,
Werewolves.
betrayers, backstabbers. Some wording that works for both of us.
I'm fine with that.
I'll give you the option essentially. You don't need to give me a final answer till next week, but it's an option because it makes sense, and at the same time it might be useful to switch out, and now's the time that might happen.
All right. I mean, I'm all for it, personally.
Okay. And Bacon, courage to go on. We'll handle nature after we do the circle.
Courage to go on. Now that the werewolves are declared enemies,
You don't know about
He
that
finally-
yet. You just know that Riedal's preparing for war with them. Well,
yeah, the point is that he always wanted to go hunting, so he thinks that it's going to be dangerous, but maybe it's going to be fun.
I mean, it's clear they have wronged him, right?
There's no way that they are not enemies.
okay. So, nature gains. Marcus.
Let's see. So, nature gains. Well, things went as, his worldview was reinforced by a couple things, but it was shaken by another thing at the very last point. The deal with butchers, those went great. What happened and, why it happened with Kevin, that all made perfect sense to him. It also helped him, and he, it was like, they're going to the mines. Yeah, that's more or less where they were going. Intercepted them. But at the very end there, she ended up taking a bit of a hit at the same time, because the werewolves completely left-sided him on breaking the deal like that.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of shook up his understanding of, how the werewolves do things.
Okay, so just give me a bullet points version. I'm being half distracted by Keegan drama.
Oh, okay. Bullet points, understanding exactly what they were trying to do with Kevin, understanding that Kevin was basically, screwing up in a way by just always going alone around everywhere. General situation with Kevin, the stuff with the butcher, making that deal, making them understand that, things are pretty good over in this little community we're making. Trying to convert them and understanding they were puppets for another thing. And particularly he was shook up about the werewolves breaking their deal with him.
Okay, so that sounds to me like you would essentially be gaining 2, but one of those would be cancelled out. I think.
Maybe 2, maybe 3. I kind of want to argue for 3 to get full up again. Mainly that he understood the Kevin situation, perfectly. So. But yeah, I would argue 1 is cancelled out.
Well, that has to, like, generally speaking, if I'm gonna be giving multiple points for a single thing, it has to be, you know, really monumental. So you can argue for a third instance of gaining things. There was converting the butcher, and there was the Kevin thing. As in him going out on understanding the, seeing the logic of that whole setup.
Yeah. The,
Like, we're kind of fudging things with approaching it this way anyway, because it's supposed to be more about where you have approached things in a logical way and succeeded because of it. The way Book writes it.
well, I'm certainly doing that too.
Yeah. You know what? Sending Dwayne over there and that whole negotiation, we're gonna say that you would have gotten a point for that, but that's the one that gets cancelled out, because the werewolves kind of shafted you on that despite you doing everything right.
That's why I didn't point that out, because even though that did go as expected, it was also shafted on
Yeah.
Kevin aspect.
Yeah, so that one would be cancelled out, and you would get one for each of the other things.
Okay.
So, Bacon, any nature gains?
No,
Or sorry, not
I think
Kevin,
that
Connor.
I think that he did anything that could give him willpower, his nature.
Okay. Then, who got screwed? Who did awesome?
Both at
wow,
Marcus.
the screw.
Like, both at Marcus, I would say.
The awesome, it was kind of cancelled by the werewolf screwing him, but I'm gonna give him the mercy point. His plans kind of went up in flames a bit there.
And
They
it
did.
wasn't even his fault.
It really wasn't. It was the werewolves being on a hair trigger. Working with leeches, it's not their natural state.
I'm glad Marcus manages to understand the werewolves well enough, because he realized, like, oh, Edenhart is kind of fucked up right now. Well, don't back down, but don't you know, don't really go against him either.
Okay, so did
Antagonize.
any NPCs do good? Or do anything interesting in general?
Edenhart definitely did interesting there. I would actually also say the enemy Earthbound also did pretty interesting there. I'm
Yeah?
pretty sure it's not using experience.
It's not. It's really not. It's so powerful and so old that
It is irrelevant at that point.
Kind of what I figured too. Yeah, other than those guys. Yeah, pretty good. Can't think of any other NPC that really. Oh! You know what? There was actually one other person, and that was our dearest friend, Sophirius.
uh-huh.
Oh, Sulfurious is... Like, do werewolves have the equivalent to Auspex on realizing shit?
They have
Not really.
things for heightened senses, but they're very specific to a specific thing. There's no blanket thing as
Yeah.
far as I've seen, other than, you know, animal forms giving them lower difficulties, potentially at storyteller discretion. Okay, so Sulfurious, who else? Sorry, again, Discord drama.
Riadol. No,
Uh-huh.
no, not Riadol. Furious and Edenhand?
Even hand?
Even hand.
Yeah.
I wanted to shunk that bitch. Really, I did.
Okay, we're gonna give him 3 experience points then for this. And he's gonna get his first point of actual brawl because he has. It's been a long time since he's fought hand to hand.
Yeah, and he might be lucky that I didn't hit hard. I hate that. Why?
One unarmed strike from a vampire with the sunlight running. Bitch, please.
Like, imagine if it actually worked.
Then the
There you
werewolves
go.
would have been howling for blood and killing anything that smelled of worm. Honestly, that big ass pack they have, that would have probably split into 2 or 3. Each doing different things.
They did attack me. What do they expect?
If you had actually killed him, it would have made the chaos worse. Much worse.
So what? So what?
Well, so it fucks the party. And it challenges your ability to protect your little community against supernatural threats like you've promised. That's what. Your credibility
then-
rests on your ability to protect them.
So it's a good thing I didn't shunk him then.
It would have been
Yeah.
different, let's say it that way.
I mean, it's not necessarily that it would have went horribly for us, but it wouldn't have been very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
This way, we have some time to actually prepare for them and get them really fucked up eventually.
I mean, there's 5 bright-eyed fanatics looking for Grandma's silver plates right now.
There's actually probably a decent amount of that.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's interesting. I was worried about that for a little bit, but
For what?
that's better than I thought. I was looking up the optic abrasion and the effects of sunlight on it. The tentacles are affected just as if it was a vampire.
So they would
it
last
would
for a
actually
single.
survive.
They would last for a single turn once it was popped. So yes, you would be able to slash at him.
We'd have to focus the light on them too, not on me.
It's all around him. He glows with sunlight. It's AoE. You have to be like 30 or 40 meters away before you stop being burned. It's a localized sunlight. Fuck you.
I see.
Yeah, it's a level 5 gift. He's the only one there that can raise that level of gifts. He's a fucking elder werewolf. So in other words, a scary cunt.
On the other hand, I'm pretty sure you'd rule this otherwise, but rules as written, the Shroud of Night would actually cover that too.
Not against
'Cause it says with
sunlight.
exception to fire.
It's the antithesis of the opted aberration thing. It would burn that
Yeah.
away.
That's what I figured too.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
makes sense. But,
yeah,
rules as
like,
written, apparently only fire exists in it. for some
because generally in bright sunlight you won't even be able to summon them realistically. Like, it's assumed that nobody would be that fucking stupid. You know?
Oh my god. Do they
They have the
seriously
weird assumption.
expect? Do they seriously expect the players not to?
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
direct
So, I
sunlight
completely
is
agree with that.
it's
I have no problem
3-ag,
with it.
so yeah.
I mean, if I had enough fortitude, I could have just flat out soaked a couple of those. But I didn't.
You could have, yeah,
I
you
think
could
it's
have
more
hauled out.
likely for me to use. Yeah, I think it's more likely for me to use tentacles and just kill him in one round than anything else.
Yeah,
I mean, what I would have done is more like pop it, you know, spend the new thing we did, like spend 3. If I
yeah.
had 3.
Anyway, shall we finish wrapping up? So,
Totally.
Yeah.
I bonus point to Marcus, but Marcus will get 5, Connor will get 4, because the werewolves actually turning on you is a major turn in the story. So, yeah. And, well, we'll talk about your new characters during the week. Because, oh boy, I went in just, like, hey, let's just play out what the others would do and go step by step. And okay, this is escalating. Okay, we're moving now. Okay, now we're doing this. Okay, okay. Oh, 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 Jesus Christ. Oh.
I wish to improve my occult.
Marcus. You have to fucking study. You're already boosted with demon things to sharpen your memory.
Yep.
It's a fucking knowledge. We're literally talking about days passing here. The most I can do is let you spend for level 4, but you won't be able to go to level 5. You'll just be able to reassign those 2 points from the pack to something else.
Damn it.
Yeah, like, I can justify the pact having allowed you to remember and cement in your memory the things that you had semi-forgotten, but that's about it.
I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, cause...
Besides that, I want to like spend 3 XP on getting something right here. I was thinking melee, but that would be more of representing him trying to learn how to use a knife.
I have a suggestion for you. Ask Riadal and Connor to show you how to use a fucking FAMAS, because silver bullets are a thing.
Fuck yes, let's do that.
Okay, so we're just gonna assume that you spend a few hours practicing and discussing next night, and then you can take the first level of that.
Alright.
I mean, Riadal can literally just sit next to Connor and inspire him to take the perfect sniper shot. Unless the spirits warn the werewolves in advance that you're coming.
Well, we're not coming for them.
You're not.
No. Not yet.
He literally stated, let's not do it yet.
I mean, it will take a
Remember,
couple of
we're-
days to gather the silver anyway.
Yeah. We're just explaining that, well, I'll explain it when the time comes. Put it that way.
Okay, just assume that this is costing you, say, 2 hours from the night to, show all the things and practice for a bit. Get a feel for it.
Hey guys! I believe I am now officially the highest experience. Yay!
Everyone who had enough is dead.
So,
Dude, of course you.
Connor, do you wish to spend on anything?
I don't know. Could they get some perception?
What's your current perception?
Or
You know what? You have gotten used to watching for threats. I'll let you take that. Sure. Go ahead.
We're so close to the end that
Well, this might still end with a party wipe. I just guarantee an adventure, not success. Remember how Springfield ended?
it was great.
I mean, it was a decent end.
Yeah, I...
Demon Lord Smith on his high castle.
Well... Eventually, yes. Like, he would have gotten the ability with that to... like, eventually, Yorick would have become a vassal of Ashmet, and he would have eventually been able to get at least 1 or 2 levels of the Malefactor lores as well, to help him with that. So, he would have some demon powers, eventually.
I mean, do I see a pattern that generally only Epic's characters stay alive?
Yes, because he knows how to dodge the bullet, he can see it coming. He knows how these things go. He's careful, he actually thinks. And he still got fucked.
I am trying. I'm not good at it.
Yeah, like if he had not been as good as he was in wording it just the right way in that lobby, I would have rolled for Frenzy on even hand against him. You came close, Marcus. I thought you might actually die there.
That's because Marcus realized how much of a hair trigger he was on once he mentioned, well, the loudmouth couldn't keep his mouth shut, eh? Talking
See?
about me?
He knows how to take storyteller hints. He knows when a life quest is being offered. Okay, and with that we're gonna wrap up here. I hope everyone that's watched this has enjoyed themselves, and we'll see you next week.